Think about how unhealthy and divisive our climate is in today's day and age. I ran into people who were born in the 40s a couple of weeks ago that were telling me it's worse now than it was in the 60s. In the 60s,
Yeah.
think about that.
That is crazy. For them to say it's worse now than it was in the 60s?
Civil rights legislation is 1964. Voting rights, 1965. They're saying it's worse now than it was then. Think about
Racial
that.
tension.
Racial tension.
Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Racha Kwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone, and salutations to all the sincere can. And this is your brother Bawan back again with another video through the spirit of power Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Racha Kwadash. All praises and glory is due. And I couldn't find the original video where you have Stephen A. Smith saying that, but so I ultimately just used the video that I saw somebody else put up of him saying it, where basically he was saying that racial tensions in Babylon the Great has become worse than it was even going all the way back to the 60s, right? When the civil rights era, when you had Jim Crow and segregation in full effect. And really what that is just displaying is that, hey man, the times that we're in right now, right? This is the end. This has to be the end because we are in those times, right? Where let me go and get that precept first in the book of Matthew, 24th chapter. That's where it really starts from. But really, we're in those times where you have Esau, Edom, right? These devils, the so-called Edomites, showing who they truly are, and the devil is beginning to show its horns. Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And it's not just them, quote unquote, racial tensions, really. It's all about it's all the people, right? The people of this kingdom, because of how this kingdom has been ruled over by Esau, Edom, right? That's why you see that people are even more, there's even more tension between individuals. That's why you have these different these different wars breaking out all over the earth. Not just I'm not talking about the regular geopolitical Israel and whatever Middle Eastern country they are trying to bomb right now, type of wars. Russia, China, US type of war. I'm talking about, the gender war, right? That's you see you go online and you see all these red pill mixed out guys, getting on these women. And even these women are turning around and doing the same thing, the women and simps turning around getting on the red pill mixed out guys as well and just going back and forth, right? You also have this whole thing called the culture war where you have these Edomites that are feeling disenfranchised because basically what's happening right now is that big Hollywood is trying to put in more um quote unquote diversity into their movies, which is just a whole bunch of bullshit, man. But that's what's happening right now on the earth, and because of basically because of the state of this kingdom and because of the wickedness that exists in this kingdom. That's why you are seeing the wickedness that exists in this kingdom. That's why you are seeing so much conflict, right? So much tension. That's the proper word to use in the air. And of course, you do have the classic rivalry, or I should say hatred between Jacob and Esau. Wait, let me go to that precept. I think that should be Ezekiel the 35th chapter. Okay. Like I was saying, you do have the classic rivalries or hatred between Jacob and Esau. So this is the book of Ezekiel 35, um, verse 5, or rather, Ezekiel 35, verse 3. Okay, let me start from verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith Adonai Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate, and I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had at the end. Therefore, as I live, saith the one Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Right. And basically, what this is just referring to is just the animosity between Jake and Esau, right? And really, we that are in this truth, we already know that Esau, Edom, the so called red man, is the enemy of our people. Let's go and get some precepts. And of course, a lot of people in a lot of Jakes out here are still on this kumbaya shit with Esau, Edom, and they still believe that, oh well, they can still live peaceably in Esau's kingdom, which of course that's not happening. So this is the book of Genesis 25 verse 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and when Isaac was 40 years old, when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian, of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife, because she was now barren. And Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. Right, and because of the struggle, even from the womb, man, you already had Jake and Esau, right? Our people versus the Edomites, constantly in conflict, and the reason why is in the book of Genesis 25, verse 23. And Yahweh said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. And the reason why is because of the separation at, even from birth, between Jacob and Esau. So let's get that precept. Let me go to that. Let's get that precept. So this is the book of Romans 9, and I want to get Romans 9 verse 10. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High Yahweh Shai according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, The elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Right, and that's why you see, like I said, the quote unquote racial tensions. All it really is just Jacob versus Esau, because they will tell you that, oh, it's actually black versus white, or oh, it's actually white versus all of these other racial groups. No, right? At the end of the day, what these conflicts really are Jacob and Esau, and the rest of the heathen are just simply passer on by, standing on by, just what's that I'm looking for? Basically, just spectators, yes, that can't really do anything within it. But like I said, it's not just racial tensions, all kinds of tensions are being amplified in these last days, and the reason why is because we are in the last days, and because we are in the last days, when you see, as you see this kingdom coming to an end, the people of this kingdom are also losing it, right? Losing their grip on reality because of the way, or rather, I should say, the speed at which this place is going down. So let me see. Okay, so okay, I meant to get Ecclesiastes, not Daniel. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and it reads, Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the door shall be shut up in the streets, and the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bed, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Now, so like I was just reading it and I was getting into it, and I completely forgot to say what I wanted to say. But basically, this precept is just going into the ultimate, I don't want to say fatalism, but basically the ultimate vanity that is existing in this kingdom, or that living in the kingdom of Esau, Edom, right? Because at the end of everything, people are now beginning to see that there is no future in this kingdom. That's why you are seeing people, if you go to places like Babylon the Great, unemployment is at an all-time high. And the reason why unemployment is at an all-time high is not just the lack of jobs, but also the lack of jobs that actually pay a proper salary. Because guess what? It pays better to be on unemployment benefits than it does to actually be working, right? And then you now have these ridiculous standards that a lot of these companies, right, and industries are now doing with your mass layoffs, right, with your ridiculous, with the ridiculous and working conditions, and so on and so forth. So many factors going on in this kingdom as to why you see basically these people are done in this place, and these people are all the people of this kingdom are all mentally checking out, and that's why they are becoming more and more unstable, and that's why there's more and more tension in this kingdom. Because as it is written, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's why you see that the whole earth, as it is written, right? The whole earth groaneth together, groaneth and travaileth together, right? So this is the book of Proverbs 29, verse 2, and it reads, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's right, and that's right. And right now, the whole earth is groaning and travailing together, waiting for, as it is written, the appearance of the sons of the Most High, Yahweh Basham Yahshai. So with that, I'll end the video right there. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Basham Yahshai Basham Rakakwadash. Wa abad babal. And through the spirit of Yakim and you are quite edified. Shalom.